tuning in today, sir. Everyone who I told that I was interviewing you, and of course my family sends the greetings as well. My father and
Yes.
siblings as well. Okay, boom, and we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this evening. We have a wonderful guest with us, student minister Khadir Muhammad. This is an honor, sir, for myself, my family, and the viewing audience of the People's Podcast. First of all, assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam, dear brother Joshua.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, before we get started, I wanted to ask you, there are a lot of believers across the country, well, people in general, but especially the believers who are suffering from, loss and just grief. What advice would you give to them, to us, in this tough time, sir?
Yes, so let's the God first, Master W. Father Muhammad. I thank him so much for his coming to North America and to be able to meet his best friend down in bottom Detroit. And of course, that one today is the Mahdi, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I thank them both again for our last chance, this final call to truth from the promised Messiah, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. Let me greet all of you with the greeting words of peace and paradise. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
The question you just asked, the advice that I would like to share with the believers is that we must all maintain our steps and let not anything that you do know that is not the way and the course of what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan gives us to take you off your path. We have it in our prayer. It says, guide us on the straight path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors. There are favors there if we know how to follow the man that's in our midst today. When Brother Farrakhan puts down his left foot, as soon as he lifts it up, put your left foot right where he had his at. That's following. You're right in the footsteps, right in his pattern, the best you can. Do and obey what he asks us to do. So this hour that we end the day, the darkness that is present today, or may come upon us very soon. We just got to hold on. How long? Not long, just a little while longer. Yes, he's going to go away, but we must be here and be prepared to meet him on his return. Right now, we just follow whatever he gives us as advice. And it's an honor for me to be here to be able to give you some advice on this question. So as best I can, I'm gonna do all I can do to help people, warn people to be in place when he comes back, because this is an honor to be able to serve in this time, because we're in a great hour of change from the devil's world to God's world. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. And so many people are sending you love in the comments as well. Thank everyone who continues to like, share, and subscribe to the People's Podcast. I can't wait to put this on YouTube. Okay, well, Brother Minister, you, for my entire life, my siblings' life before us, you've been a soldier in the army of Allah. What has been the key to your success of just being faithful to the mission?
Well, I was talking with the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, and I told him, I just came to help. He said, so did I, brother. Let's keep on working. It's the attitude of humbleness, just to come and follow instructions and obey what he asks us to do. I don't know the next steps. And so we would just follow again and stay the course with him. And then if he asks us to attend the Friday night study circles, we all must do this. Nobody is exempt. If he asks us to stay away and from the coronavirus, we must obey what he says do and reread Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20, and go inside and lock yourselves up in the chamber, in your house, and come out when we are instructed to come out. And these are just the steps that has given me the wherewithal to be successful. Many years back, I wanted to know, where are the bow tie brothers at? I didn't like the kufi and whatever. I didn't like that. I had a bad experience with that. And when the nation fell and it changed directions, I was lost trying to find the brother with the bow tie, trying to find MGT with the MGT garment on. Yes, so it's such a clean expression of Islam back then, and we loved to see us out in the community, in the streets, looking clean, looking very sharp, because that's what attracted me. And we didn't see that no more. I kind of got lost. I was out there by myself and didn't know which way to turn. And I experienced the departure of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad on that Saviours Day, 1975. And at that time, young as I was, 18 years old, I didn't know what happened. I just came in the mosque and just received my exit. But I can remember in terms of what I saw, and I had it in my head, if I ever see it again, I'm gonna try my best to fall in, but make sure I was falling in with the right one. That I did, and that was with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. All praises due to Allah.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. And I see so many people showing love in the comments. I'm coming to you all. Well, Brother Minister, I didn't know that you were at the Saviours Day in 1975.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. That has been something that I have, so many people, guests have come on my podcast to talk about the importance of us knowing that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is still physically alive as a foundational step, faith for us. For you, when was it that you started to believe that? Because you was there in 1975, when did you regain faith and say, I bear witness that this is the case?
Well, again, just was so in love with the way we dressed. And I gave it time. Minister Farrakhan, or the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, was a very, at that time, is today, an attractive minister. And being right there in New Jersey, across the water, as we would call it, about a 20-minute drive to the mosque in Harlem, just to be near somebody, around him somewhere nearby, or to even kind of take a peek if he comes out the door. That was our efforts back then, because he was and is at that time the national representative of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So we kept working hard then and now to make sure that this word, again, is kept alive. We can't go back and turn back on our brother, Minister Farrakhan is out. We got to maintain our steps with him. If we go back now, it's too late. And as a matter of fact, there's no place else to go. If you leave, you're gonna come right back to this. I mean, I don't want to say anything that's wrong with the rest of the groups that are out here, but no, the Nation of Islam is the only group that went down and came back up full blast, full grown, and moving to a higher height. So Brother Farrakhan is the final caller to truth. We must stay with him and don't turn our backs on him, as the book says, in the hour where he needs us the most. So we must maintain our stand with our brother. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Beautiful. Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. My next question for you, sir, is how did you become a minister?
I didn't know what I was getting into. And I attended the study group in Plainfield, New Jersey. And I went to school there some parts of my life. But I went away for a while, did a little bit, teeny bit of time, and enough to straighten my head out. I came back home, I'm gonna get it right. So I lived in East Orange, New Jersey for a while, and that's where a lot of the Muslims were there back then. I wanted to go around the Muslims. And then I got a call that there is study group meetings in Plainfield, New Jersey, at Brother Lynn Ward X, now today known as Brother Abdul Kareem Muhammad's house. And I asked the question, again, how they dress, bow ties, high waisted. No time, I caught the train to his home, and then I began to start there. I was asked to start a study group in East Orange, New Jersey, on 59 Arlington Avenue. And then I moved to 10 Summer Street. And then we had the meetings on Sundays. We read the Message to the Black Man, studied that. How to Live, books 1 and 2, Fall of America, Our Savior Has Arrived. We read the books in quarters back then. We had to read and study, go back over it again, and make sure it was in our heads, make sure we had an understanding about it. And so one day I was just doing the work, that's all. It got to the point where we had one person, myself, and I talked to Brother Jibril Muhammad, back then, Bernard Kushner at that time. He said, brother, the key to this is to go find one just like yourself.
Mm, mm,
The word I said, just like myself. At that time, my name was Brother Anthony.
mm.
Well, I'm gonna find your Brother Anthony, and I did find him. And I got him and stayed with him to get him off the, what he was smoking and drinking, got him cleaned up. And then he said to me, Jabril said, the next time I saw him at Kareem's house, he said, brother, now you two go find one more just like yourselves.
Mm.
So we kept multiplying in that way. One was able to get another one that was 2, and then 2 got 4, 4, 8, 16, 32. Before you know it, my whole living room was filled up. People, I had the largest attendance there at that home at 10 Summer Street, 61 people there at that time.
Praise be to Allah.
When they came on Sundays, that was my furniture in a respectful way. So we had a nice place we met. We discussed the teachings. And then I was asked later on by Minister Farrakhan through Brother Abdul Kareem Muhammad if I would go into Newark, New Jersey, and then try to get that place together and get it together. We can have a nice study group there. And that happened then. Then later on, everything came together, being in the ministry, developing there. And then Minister Farrakhan asked me to officially take the city and do the best I can as a student in the ministry. And that happened all around 1980, 1981. Then I kept striving and kept working. And we had, at that time, built that mosque into a great place that was a great supporter of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Beautiful. Praise be to Allah. So many people are showing you love. Both of my sisters, Miriam and Naima, Sister Dea Jones, Sister Brother Captain Deshane says all praise to Allah. So many people showing you love. Yes, sir. And thank you all. My next question for you, sir, is being in Newark and traveling around the East Coast, where crime was very high, and I'm sure it was hostile in the early days with the minister. Have you ever faced fear? And if so, how have you overcome that fear?
Well, we all had a chance to face fear. Everybody had. But at that time, the city was what it was. Everybody had to stand up, hold your own. And of course, back then, I didn't play. A lot of the men I was around didn't play no games. So we was able to just get started and take care of our business to help the minister.
Exactly.
A challenge with those who said that, the Nation of Islam was dead and gone. Not in my eyes, not in my book. We got it up. We should ride the 21 bus from Arlington Avenue, East Orange, all the way down to Penn Station in Newark, take the PATH train to the World Trade Center, take the 2 train all the way to Brooklyn, and get off the train about maybe an hour and a half, maybe sometimes 2 hours, to go upstairs and meet and greet with Brother Abdul Kareem Muhammad for the Muhammad Mosque in Brooklyn at that time, the Eastern Parkway. We would all gather there on Sundays, and we would come back to our respective cities, and we would get our lessons from him at that time, from Minister Farrakhan, to help us go back and build. So the fear wasn't there. We rode the trains. We pushed. Some sisters are still there in Mosque 25. I had to push her in the baby car. And she's married now and got children, have a house, husband, everything. So the idea was this. We strove, nobody played with us on those trains. No, sir. We didn't take it. Nobody bothered to believe us back then when I lived around that. They used to always say, that's the brother with the bow tie. Don't start nothing with them. They don't take nor whatever. So the idea was this. We had to go in the name of Master Fard Muhammad, in the name of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, in the name of the honorable Minister Farrakhan, and let them know the Nation of Islam is back. You can't stop us. You won't stop us. And that's how we began to go and build. So the fear wasn't there. At sometimes maybe yes or so, but not so much a direct fear. We had to just stop and think, no, well, I'm not giving them. I promised myself through thick and thin, even to this day, I can't turn back. I will not turn back. I mean, whatever comes has to come. I've done this too long to say right now, I got to give it up. I got to turn back. I'm not turning back. Under no circumstances, my mother knows that. My wife knows that. I'm not going to turn back. I could not turn back unless there's something that I haven't experienced yet, but I doubt it. I would still be with my brother, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, all the way to the end, to quit my post only when properly relieved. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. And Brother Minister, so many people are commenting. I want to make sure that I thank you on behalf of myself, my family, and the viewing audience for your sacrifice and the sacrifices of your family as well, sir. We thank you for the foundation that you helped lay that we are standing on. Praise be to Allah.
Thank you.
Brother Minister, we have just 3 more questions for you, sir, but I have a quick 60-second commercial break for all of the sponsors of the People's Podcast. I want to thank everybody who continues to send donations and sponsors to help keep the podcast going. Thank you all very much for Cash App and the People's Podcast. I want to make sure that I start with my brother, Rashad, Street Premier Media Production. He has a 4K camera and a drone. He does television and film editing. Please reach out to him if you need any of that. Also, my sister Miriam, ABC I Love Me children's book and coloring book. Please get both of those, which are available on Amazon. My sister Naima, Stay On Point Dance Academy, LLC. She teaches ballet virtually to young girls all across the country. And right here in the studios in Atlanta, Georgia, we love our tiny dancers. Raw Communications. If you're working on a book and you need copy editing, project management, content development, or media relations, please reach out to Raw Communications if you're working on a book. Student Minister Robert L. Muhammad out of Austin, Texas, conflict mediation, squashing the beef in the Southwest region. Thank you very much for your great work. His wife, Sister Fudia Muhammad, Children of the Most High, giving birth to a guide in the science of child rearing. We're coming right back to our student minister. Sister Sherry Muhammad, Asiatic Minds Online. This is a school that teaches young kings and queens virtually STEM. AsiaticMinds.com. Thank you very much. Also, Fashion Gods, Urban Wear, 314-329-6009. Thank you very much for your, make sure we support him. Power Campus Online Learning. Do you want to improve your homeschooling experience? We're here to help. 770-847-0786. We're coming right back to our student minister, Dr. Henry M. Carter, King Henry Circuit Legs, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Brother Rashad Muhammad, COVID-19 disinfecting cleaning services out of Chicago. My father's book, A Soldier in the Movement of Christ, Down is Not Out, both of which are available at bluesreef.com. And last but not least, my 2 books, Cleopatra, which is a children's book, and No Father, No Excuse, both of which are available on Amazon. Right back to our brother minister, student minister Khadir Muhammad. Okay, yes, sir. Brother minister, I had a question for you. I was looking at the clips of the minister on Donahue speaking, and I'm looking at the audience, and I see you there. And I see you being a student minister back then all the way to now. What advice would you give to believers who want to go into the ministry?
Well, first of all, dear brothers and sisters who are interested in that position or to become a student in the ministry.
Yes, sir.
Give my advice to you. You have to study. You have to read. You have to go into the word. You got to take the Bible and pick a chapter, read the whole Bible chapter, read the Quran. You got to just become familiar with all the books. Now, at that point, you're involved with the study. You have to read all the study guides, even the ones from Brother Jabril back in the day, the real thick ones that he hand wrote most of the time. He had some typing and some circling and some rerouting of the words. We had to get into all of that. And then you have to attend the mosque meeting and say, hear the word yourself. And then just pay attention. You got ministers today that can deliver very well. Learn how to deliver the word as well. However, the main thing is that each brother who desires to take this position or to take on the word as being a student ministry has to first become a student lieutenant. Right there for a minute. Even the sister, I would tell her the same thing, because why? Student ministers teach the word 25% of the time out of 100%. They later do the other 75% is sitting behind the desk, taking care of mosque administrative business.
Yes, sir.
And then on the other hand, if he teaches 25% of the time, then someone else teaches 75% of the time. Does 75% of the time administration work, then somebody else does the 25% of administration work. Who is that? That is your beloved lieutenants. They keep a pad on the side. That's a real small desk. They do very little administrative work, but they're always what? Teaching and training the private soldiers. So at a certain point, he knows how to teach, how to fire them up, how to get them started. And that's where you start first. And the very first lesson is, can you hear and obey? Not
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Comments, but just hear and obey and pop a salute and say, yes, sir. All right, then, Brother Carrot, I'm on my way, sir. That's what got us up back then. We first started with Brother Farrakhan. Well, no, I got a question for you, sir. No, You take the goal, get it done, then come back and ask questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have to get back on our militant stand again. So I would advise those that want to get into this work, you have to know how to take instructions, them to the T. If you have a disagreement, try your best to come back and call your immediate supervisor, captain, whatever, minister, and ask them, may I have a word with you? I'd like to go over some things that I think we need to discuss. He should or she should grant you that and sit down and talk about it and keep going. But the idea, experience, learning how means the way, the method, the means by which a thing is done. You got to know how to do it, get it done. And the word why. The first lessons in our supreme wisdom, the first 10, ask the question why. Why is the devil? Why is it, why did Yaku? Why did the Columbus? Why means purpose, reason, and cause.
Yes, sir.
So you got to learn what's it all about. So in this nation of Islam, we are striving with Minister Farrakhan today. The main thing is the word why. And after you find out the purpose, you find out the outcome, you find the cause, you find the reason, let's go to work. And we must work up and beyond the call of duty. Duty is the bottom basis of doing good. That's just a platform, but there's room above that.
Yes, sir.
Stop on one level and then say, I've done my work. No, you haven't done enough yet. Well, neither have I.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. Thank you, and great response. And thank you very much. Remember, we have 3 more questions for you, sir. My next question for you is, speaking of military precision and your stance, drill. As me being a drill instructor and coming to you after all of the drill competitions, always want to know the score. What can we do better? This, and that. Where did you develop a love for drill from, sir?
Well, brother, we used to have an FY class during the time of the most unbelievable amount. We had elimination on Saturday mornings. Elimination. Brother, they'd make a few moves and they come out, tap your shoulder. You didn't do it right. You got to fall on the side, go downstairs and practice with those who did not know. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Never they get tapped and keep moving about place, fruit tin hut, at ease, whatever it was. But we had to pop that thing real quick. They had a team back then called the Crack Squad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Squad, those that was almost perfect in drill. I never made it, but I was on the 3rd string. I was backup, but I had enough to know how, if I was ever approached again, how to get it, how to make that right move, make that move crisp. Got us on the right, cover down, post interval, dress right, dress, or dress right, dress. We had back then tallest man to the front, shortest to the rear. Yeah, tallest to the front, shortest to the rear. What kind of science was that? It would let the people know if we approach any oncoming army, they said, wow, look at that whole tall front line. All those behind them must be real tall as well. But no, shortest man to the rear, tallest to the front. And we stood up like grown men, soldiers. They knew then that we was ready to go to war, if that ever came about. But it was our presence.
Yes, sir.
Our presence. Let me slow down some. It was our presence that made it very, very well aware that we was here to take care of our business. Now today, we got to get that militancy back.
Yes, sir.
Got to get it back. Mr. Farrakhan needs an army. He has one, but we got to get it back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Praise be to Allah. Okay, 2 more questions for you, Brother Minister. What type of music do you listen to, Brother Minister?
Oh, don't do that.
What type of music do you listen to, Brother Minister?
I like the old. I mean, not old, but mine is, they consider that old now.
Yes, sir.
That little bit of it all. I mean, just hold on to your seat now. A little Temptation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this don't go too far. I got my main man every now and I kind of let him, you got, what's his name again? Billy Paul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is Jones, or when that cut came out with the call, I Was Married. I mean, these things just kind of keep me kind of calm down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know the kind of music I like.
Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. Okay, well, Brother Minister, I have one more question for you. A lot of people during the pandemic are looking, the single people, believers in the community are looking for love. What advice would you give to single people?
Well, you talking about people in general or just in the nation?
In general and in the nation, sir.
Well, when they see us on the street, they know we're not here to do anything but give them love and to try to reach them to come to the mosque and get involved with helping our minister Farrakhan. So our calmness and our approach and to show them love. And sometimes you have to give them the final call, give them the address to the mosque meeting, and then just invite them. If you have a bean pie, sometimes it's not always, can I get the money? No, take the bean pie, try it out, enjoy it. Let's talk again. Now, inside the mosque, for our single brothers and sisters, you should try your best to get married. I don't know why you all single. How are we gonna have a nation? We don't have no more children. You have to, we're building a nation. It's not something else. We have to go and find someone, a good choice that you can settle down with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it. After that, if you marry MGT, that's the best choice for a brother. Her best choice is FOI.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like you in your sense, watch this now. You was raised by your father. And your mother, may Allah be pleased with her.
Yes, sir.
You ever want to get a wife? I think, you married now?
No, sir, I'm not married. Yes, sir. No, sir.
So if you want to find you a wife, your mother in your head is your example. You're trying to find her again in somebody else.
Yes, sir.
Raised you in her home. You was taught by her and her husband, Brother Sharif Muhammad, and they help you to get a focus on what to expect on a kind of queen that you would like to have.
Yes, sir.
And if it's a sister in your family, she knows the kind of brother because she's looking for Pop Sharif and a brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if she don't see Pop Sharif in that brother, well, hold on, brother. The courtship, I think we should stop right here.
Yes, sir.
Ask questions. Ask all the questions that you can about each other. Sometimes you gotta just see if they get angry the way, you need to know that, because you get married and they get angry, well, it's too late now. You should figure that out from the very beginning.
Yes, sir.
Kind of just test and see what you got, because when you get married, I don't believe in, packing the bags up. You got to go, I got to go. No, we're gonna work this out. Go where? No place to go. Let's talk about this. Ask questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then at the same time, something come up you don't understand, ask her why. She's ask you why. And then you find answers. So it's a lot of this, but we got to get married. I've been married 3 years. 43. I had a couple of accidents, couple of dents, in terms of little fender benders, but we worked that thing right out. Right out.
Yes, sir.
Children now, the children all involved with helping us. We are a family. Right.
Yes, sir. Allah Akbar. Brother Minister, how has being a grandfather impacted you?
Yes, that's different, brother. I'm like this, brother. I did my job. I raised mine.
Yes, sir.
Sons and daughters, you got to do yours. I'll give you some help, but no, that's your shift. I did mine. I'll help you out with some points now.
Yes, sir.
I can't re-raise or raise what you have brought into this world. That's your responsibility. So they call me Pop. All right, fine. But we talk, we do a little workout sometime. We bicycle ride together. But the main thing is I want them to know, be comfortable around me. Just, be careful. We sometimes get on the path, we throw some jabs, whatever. But the main thing is that's my love. I give them all the love I can when I can, and they know that. But the main thing is this: I have to keep moving, helping the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and they all know that.
Yes, sir.
Our Pop is with Farrakhan, and they know that. If I'm not, he must be with Farrakhan somewhere. If I'm not around, he's working for Brother Farrakhan somewhere. If I'm not around, if I come back around, where you coming from Farrakhan's meeting? They want to know. So it's important. It's very important.
Praise be to Allah. Our last question for you, Brother Minister. So many people in the comments. I just want to, everybody saying beautiful. Praise be to Allah. My brother-in-law, Brother King, says muscles. Brother Kevin says settle down to a wide choice. Praise be to Allah. Brother Minister's teaching. Yes, sir. Well, I just want to make it clear that your sons are like our cousins. You know what I'm saying? Grow up in the nation and strong. I love them all. And Brother Minister, you have always been kind to me and my family, your wife. Everybody in your family has been kind. And you remind me my sisters was talking about this earlier. You remind us so much of our father. I mean, same military, same way. We love you all as a family. Brother Minister, what do you want your legacy to be, sir?
Well, I want it to be known as one who has always helped the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. I've been asked to write a book. Well, the book is written. And just go back and reflect on what I've done. But you know, this is my way. I've chose this way of life. I'm not turning back. And if I wrote a book, I don't even know what the title of the book would be, but I have to keep going. I want my sons and daughters and grandchildren to keep this legacy going on. Their blessings will come from my work that I do. I don't to get it now, we're fine. You all go ahead, keep going and striving. Allah will bless you to get what I should have gotten when I was here. I'm not worried about the gifts and things. I want to make sure that I give all that I have to the cause of Islam and try to lift up everybody I can possibly lift up to come help our beloved minister, the Honorable Minister with love and success.
Praise be to Allah. Well, thank you very much, Brother Minister. Thank you, everyone who was watching. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off for the People's Podcast. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.